we've got a karmic female, and then we've got the charm man in reverse, child. Very childish. So we've got a karmic female and a mature man who's acting extremely childish. And we've got an immature woman as well. Poverty in reverse, distant horizons in reverse, concern in reverse, and coffin. Journey, house, community in reverse. We've got journey, send, theft. Theft of sudden wealth in this community, took great fortune, judication. So we've got a corrupt judge, corrupt community, a corrupt, well, they're all working to avoid going to prison. Obviously, they've took some sort of identity, took some sort of mail, lease, legal documentation, an immature woman, an immature man, a karmic female, so karmic masculine, karmic fem, could be a sibling, a younger sibling, or a child who has joined in on taking this sudden wealth, theft. And, well, we've got, they're going to appear before a judge, or maybe they, with this false person, a message of concern, they appeared before a judge to claim to be somebody else in order to claim some sort of inheritance, or could have falsified legal documentation and stole inheritance. Yeah, so we've got a karmic fem, could be a sibling or a daughter, a mature man, a mature woman, so this could be a mother, father figure, who joined up together with a community of people. An occupation, their occupation was theft, basically. Their occupation was to be all fake. So identity theft, in order to claim someone else's money. So life insurance, quite possibly, took out a life insurance policy on the one who they'd stolen from, whether they be a masculine or feminine. Yeah, they took the gift. Right, and then we've got Jenny, a main female. Family room in reverse. So this main female lived outside of the family room, so probably went into another family member's home and took that male, journeyed back towards her immature father and immature mother with some sort of letter, and journeyed around the community, rallied them up, and then we've got bad health to label the one who they'd stolen from as bad health, or just call her a nutter, call her crazy, call her a nutter, and deliberately make somebody sick and ill with worry, with stress, everyone just chatting shit, calling someone ill as they are stealing that mail, stealing that identity, yeah, official person and house in reverse, while they are taking control and ownership of a home, power of attorney. So we've got some corrupt government officials who are abusing that power position and totally going along with this hate train. Wow. So we've got wealthy man, toil and labour in reverse, and change. Then we've got courthouse in reverse. So this could be a lawyer, a judge, a solicitor, someone who's linking to a courthouse, or a corrupt attorney who was more than happy to have some of that money, yeah, and for, we'll just make some sort of dodgy dealing. They're all high on a community in reverse. They're all high on it in reverse for what they've done. So basically, any spiritual rankings, what they did hold with the Most High for bringing justice and for doing the right thing in the law enforcement, because they've gone against the grain and they've gone with a large group of people, and basically they've lost their rankings. So this feminine just wanted to be a privileged lady, and she wanted to become an official person, and she wanted to stitch up. Okay, so we've got occupation, stitch up, lovers in reverse with an ex, and I was thinking child, so maybe with an ex who masculine or feminine as child has children with, do some sort of fake identity, because this femme wanted to be a privileged lady along with everyone else and take absolutely everything, then roam around and label that person as bad health, start a lot of drama, chaos. Yeah, there's some sort of male surrounded, taking a home, a real estate, false and falsely the false, yeah. So basically, someone's literally played to pretend to be portrayed identity theft, and the one who's a real person is getting called ill and sick. So basically, there's a lot of identity theft and bank fraud going on in the area. Yeah, and then the one who speaks out bad hell, they will try and poison that person or end that person for an insurance job. For an insurance job. A lot of corrupt government officials, corrupt government organisations where they've been doing this type of stuff, activities for very many years. So if you see these people who work in the government and they've got big, rich, posh houses, yeah, and they're all rich as fuck, 555, they're all rich as fuck and they're always splashing the cash and they've always got more money than most. This is why. This is why they've got more money than most, because they're involved in a lot of illegal activities where they seem to take people's real estates, pose to be that person, steal their identity, and then live their life. They live their life, so they start living the life of somebody else under a fake identity, abuse that power position, which is law, attorney, power of attorney, and falsify legal documentation, and then try and cover it up. And there's a lot of people in the community who they hire as crisis actors to bear false witness, crisis actors. So basically, when they're about to be outed because they're stealing a lot of money, when they're about to be outed, they will hire some fake, false official person. That could be police officers, that could be nurses, lawyers, judges, solicitors, council workers, probation workers, all like clones, all soulless beings, all like clones, soulless beings. And they will pose to be that like someone who's there to help, and they will literally, yeah, crisis actors. They will either try and section the person who's speaking the truth or arrest the person who's speaking the truth, rather than shutting the actual criminals down, which is really poorly of the government. This is a role, by the way. It's really poorly of the government to do that type of shit. So we've got a poisonous, venomous, either nurse or nurses. A poisonous, venomous nurse or nurses. Poisonous, venomous doctor, psychologist, psychiatrist who loves to play reverse psychology and they love to gaslight. Yeah, then we've got adjudication and theft in reverse, a mature woman. And then the one who's speaking the truth, who's getting mad and angry and calling them all the names under the sun for what they've done. Yeah, they will label that person as immature to avoid going to prison. Oh, they're acting immature. But if you look at what this large group of people is doing, that's actually immature. And well, it's mail theft, it's identity theft, it's bank fraud, and it's people posing to be someone who works in law enforcement, or people who do actually work in law enforcement or in these areas, who are abusing that power position, gift in reverse, and courthouse. And we've got unexpected income. So this is a corrupt lawyer, judge, solicitor, or attorney who's doing a lot of gaslighting to help this mature man in reverse, immature man, and male, female avoid. We've got imprisonment, avoid prison for what they've done. So like, look, if you can help cover it up and falsify this legal documentation, bear false witness in the courtroom and fail to bring justice, help us avoid prison, fake emails and stuff, message. And then we've got great fortune and family, so it's linking to family and a home, and they do not want it to come to light. Something maybe with this coffin in reverse and expectation. They could have tried to actually, again, bump that person off. Insurance job. So that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Not even 10 minutes in, and that is a lot of corruption. Posing. So someone is probably living in a house what's not rightfully theirs by physical law, universal law, and spiritual law. And there's God knows how many people in this community who's all trying to cloak themselves and pretend to be that person. So it's getting there's a large group community who's got access to some sort of bank account maybe transferring, wire transferring from accounts to accounts to accounts to accounts to accounts. Community, yeah. Maybe offshores, overseas accounts, or maybe they are traveling to like Spain, Portugal, Tenerife type of thing, you know, America, New York, Las Vegas, Florida type of stuff. Then we've got coffin, despair, courtship and change and sudden wealth, a message of concern. So someone who was courting or dating this masculine or feminine was working behind the scenes to have some of this sudden wealth, piss it up in the bandits casino, and was planning a murder. So we've got an assassin. So basically, could be an official who was dating or courting this person who was stealing off of that for your masculine or feminine, and they knew behind the scenes that there was a government like meeting. It could be a government meeting, a local government meeting. There could have been like a meeting, yeah, for everyone to just team up, and then where's the rabbit gone? Team up, all thinking, yeah, we're supposed to be that person, lovers in reverse with an ex-lover, and we'll work occupation with an ex-lover, or with someone who was caught in a dating where there was no love there. Then we've got despair, courtship, and change, and then sudden wealth. So it could be linking with an ex who was caught in and dating someone else who was working behind the scenes to bump that person off for inheritance, theft, to cover up that theft, mature woman in reverse, and gifts. So there's actually an older feminine courthouse who took a gift and joined in, paid some unexpected income, or took some unexpected income, changed some direction, changed some sort of mail, and they all wanted to party, rave, have celebrations, all meet up, best of friends, you know. Probably none of them can stand each other, but for the love of money, they're all willing to get together and party and rave and celebrate, and they're all willing to all go down for attempted murder, or they could still quite possibly be planning a murder to cover up because they want to do this insurance job. A lot of conning, a lot of scamming, bearing false witness. Jesus Christ. Throw you under the bus. So that person's been thrown under the bus. Vibes, they want to knock their vibes out, not allowed thinking. So basically, the one who is speaking out, they're not wanting to hear that person's thoughts, views, opinions of, well, how it's actually being. They don't give a damn because they're arrogant, they're egotistical, they're soulless. Using black magic on court cases and fake wannabes. So they're using black magic on court cases. There's some sort of stalker, fake wannabes who are stalkers, assassin. So we've got an assassin. So he's got to be mentally strong. Camera, who's trying to take pictures. Yeah, so there could be pictures of this person who they are wanting to assassinate. They're saying here is this masculine or feminine. So use your brain. Use it or lose it. So basically use your brain. If something telling you, if something is telling you that something's not right about somebody, listen to that intuition, because that intuition could quite possibly save your life. So poisoning, weed and drugs. So they're poisoning weed and drugs because they are wanting that person to become ill. So if you have had some inheritance stolen, some mail stolen, and people have been stalking and gang stalking in the local community and using black magic and deliberately trying to make you ill and poison, stop taking food from anybody. Drinks, do not have a drink with nobody. And do not meet up with any random people. Do not meet up with any random people. Jesus Christ, I want to see you murdered on camera. predators. So they're all predators. Poisoning weed. I do not smoke weed anymore. Probably best to get off the weed because of poisoning that. All about the money. They're all about the money. They don't care. So there could be military involved, military, law officials and stuff like that, who's all involved trying to assassinate that character and then assassinate the person who's speaking out, who's had everything stolen, because that's all they seem to be here for nowadays, which is a shame. You're gang stalking. That's all they're here for. That's all the military seem to be here for, is to get involved in gang stalking. Getting involved in gang stalking, get involved in robbery, theft, and then gang stalk. So there could be military where they're still serving in the military, or they could have left the military and they still have like either a license for guns or they could be hiring a hitman on the dark web, theft, to cover up this theft. So they don't care. All they give a damn about is taking that unexpected income, courthouse, and avoiding it going to trial. Yeah, because they're expecting to get away with it. Expecting to change mail. So they could be rediverting mail. They could be changing mail, rediverting mail, and change identity. Mature man. So there could be a mature man who is posing. So this mature man is pretending to be a mature man, but is actually immature. He's bad health, I was thinking, because black magic is going back. He's high on it in reverse, so he's a warlock. Then in reverse and false person, it's coming to an end. He's going to go see a judge. Yeah, and we've got coffin. And it's going to be literally probably life in prison for what he's done. So he's getting that they're all going to go down for life because they're extremely dangerous. They do a high level of advanced black magic. They do a hell of a lot of gang stalking. And they do a hell of a lot of insurance jobs of the same kind. And they've done it over and over again. And, well, it's only so easy for them because they've done it that many times. They've done it that many times, yeah, the same routine that many times. And the one who's speaking out black magic on them and call them a nutter. And, well, for some strange reason, these doctors, these nurses, these psychologists, psychiatrists go along with it, continue the gaslighting, continue being a narcissist, continue being a clone, a devil in a meat suit. Just because it's got a badge, they always abuse that power position. Majority of them, a lot of them. Fake meetings to create a distraction. Government. Phone cloning, so they're trying to hack and tap into that phone. Popping. You know what they'll actually do with Dark Witch? They'll actually wear bloody poppies. Narcissists. They'll actually wear poppies. Wow. They're having a whale of a time doing all this. Whale of a time. There could be a water star sign involved with this whale coming on out. A whale of a time. Corrupt solicitors, 100,000 to 200,000. So basically they could have set a bounty on her. So basically they're trying to put a bounty, some hits out on the person's head who they've stolen from. Bike, they could be getting someone who's on a push bike or a motorbike, a push bike just to swirl on past and bump the person off. So it'll be like a hit and run type of thing. So a biker, either a push bike or a motorbike, if it is a push bike with this push bike thing coming out with it, someone with a backpack, so they can pull the gun out the backpack, pop that person, and then just toddle on off and bike on off. So they could be having arrest warrants, under investigation, or under investigation. They're trying to rig the system. They're trying to rig the system. They're proper trying to rig the system by doing the same things. It's like clockwork. So obviously, if you like smoke, if you've smoked for a long time, it's just easy to pick up a fag and light that up, or roll a fag, It's easy to just roll a fag, pick it up and light it up because it becomes easy because you do it that many times. Like that, it's like, well, it's a ritual. They're doing it ritualistically. So obviously with this black magic, it's ritualistic, like some sort of abuse. Never going to look back, expecting things to fall on their laps. So basically, they just do a lot of this rigging. Oil rigs could be significant. Someone who works at an oil rig who's getting in on attempted murder. Oil rig, or someone who works with oil petrol. They could be trying to poison someone with petrol, oil, gas maybe. Yeah, do not smoke weed anymore, basically. Although it's supposed to be good for you. A lot of these corrupt people roaming around with it. When there's like that, when there's doing that many low vibrational things, I'm like, it's just been me. When they're doing that many low vibrational things, it's just easy work to them. You know, if someone smokes weed and they're trying to bump that person off, the easiest way to get at that person is to poison the weed. If someone drinks alcohol or fizzy drinks or something, the easiest way to get at them is through putting something in the drinks. So be careful of your drinks and your food. And if you leave a drink unattended, do not go back to that drink. Do not go back to it. It's going to be like, well, it's pretty big. They all should go down. These little teeny tiny baby bunnies are so cute. Did mention on my other channel about like having like 7 bunnies so far, and there's like 3 extra little teeny tiny baby bunnies. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10 bunnies, 10 babies, 10 baby bunny rabbits. 10 baby bunny rabbits, all named after angels. So yeah, we've got mature, male, female, and mature man. Fake and false, fakely false, and then this mature man's either in a courtship or main female's in a courtship, and they're messaging each other. So how are we going to avoid going to court? Because they're expecting to go to court. He's going to turn up acting all posh and privileged. They're all going to turn up all suited and booted. But all that suited and booted and all them posh clothes, yeah, is from stolen money. Yeah, great fortune, you can't make it up. All them posh clothes where they're getting suited and booted and wearing the best gear, the best clobber, is all from stolen money. I can't believe it. If they just wanted to come out of poverty, family wanted to come out of poverty, house, community, theft, getting in on it. Maybe a local housing office is involved in that and they're going down. Yeah, we've got prison and they're all going to prison as well. A long time.